So for the collapsible purpose, again we have to do the same, just like we did before for the drop down menu, but this time we have to make this a little bit different. The UL, okay, I added the UL here, and then the LI, LI, and here I'm just adding some more things. I need to add some classes here, the nav, and add an collapse, and then just go out. Well, I'll add the other things later on. Right now I'm just going inside this way, just the another a tag and hyperreference, cover this, and then here the hashtag, and then what I'm just doing is to, and then here inside this one I just need to add some kind of text and other contents. First of all, I'm just setting some divs here. Okay, the class of call md2. Okay, it means I'm just creating the columns here. This one should be blank. I'm just creating another one. The wait for a while, what I did there. Now that is perfect, the div, and then I'm just adding the another class div. Oh, sorry about that, the call md10, or I think instead of that just remove this one, and this should be one only. Now automatically when I just separated the one, then there is only the, wait for a while, the 11. So first of all I'm just adding some kind of class here, but before the class I'm just creating another span, or directly just adding the product list. Okay, now here I'm just adding the glyph icon, then the glyph icon list. Sorry about that. Save and go to the browser and refresh. Now if I just click there, nothing is visible for me, because there is something more I have to add to make this collapsible. So I'm just going there, here, and adding in a space. Actually not there, here I'm just adding the products or whatever. So what this is just looking like an ID, you know that if I just add the hyperreference with the hash, that means I'm just adding some kind of ID. So this is the ID products. Spelling should be same without any mistake. So exactly, I'm just calling this ID here. So go to the browser and refresh and click on the product. Nothing happening. That means, oh yeah, I remember that I have to add another. We need to add the data collapse here, and equal to, now the collapse, oh spelling, and now this is the time to test that it's working or no. So refresh and click on the product. It's still not working. That means something more we have to do. So now what is the problem here? This is correct, and this is the a tag, which is actually correct. This is the UL. This has the class of the nav collapse. So the problem is, well, there are multiple problems. First of all, I wrote this spelling as wrong. This is not the collapse or something. This should be collapse. The second thing is, this shouldn't be the data collapse. This should be the data toggle. Okay, and I just want to collapse this data. Okay, and the link is products, and the product is there, so I just want to collapse this by clicking on this A. So refresh this. Now click on the product. Oh sorry, click on the product. Now I'm getting the product list, so that means it's working perfectly. And I hope you understood how to make the collapsible. Well, you've already know about that, by the way. So now I'm just gonna add some more items here. Duplicate this one, and here this should be the add product. Save and then go to the browser and refresh. Now click there. Now I'm getting two things, the add product as well. So what more we need to do is to create these things with the other elements, like the sales, purchases, pupils, settings, and the reports. Okay, so now what I'm just doing is to copying this, actually pasting this 1 time, 2 and 3. So now I'm removing the sales, purchases. I'll remove the sales and purchase later on, but right now I'm just updating this one is to sales, and then this should be the purchases. Okay, now the next one is a pupil, and then just copy this one again, the same thing. Okay, and then this should be the settings, and then the reports. So I'm just removing all that ones because all of them are there. Refresh. Now you can see that the Oh, one thing more interestingly, when I just click on the settings, the products is opening. When I just click on people, the products is opening and closing as well. Just why? Because all of them has the same link, the products. Okay, all of them should have the different links. So I'm just doing this now. This should be the sales, and the ID for the sales collapsible should be sales. They should be in the matching. This should be the purchases, and exactly the ID should be the same, purchases. So save that and just go there, and this should be the pupil, and then this should be the pupil as well. Now go down, and this should be the settings. Well, this should be the settings as well, so I'm just updating this one as well. Here the settings, save, and then here it should be the settings. Now for the sales, I have to update the data. This is the product list. This shouldn't be the product list, this should be the sales list. Okay, and this should be the, here I'm just going to add something here, add new sale. Perfect. Spelling mistake, and this should be the add new product, not the simple product. So by the way, this should be purchase list, purchases list, no problem. Well, this should be the add new purchase. Save means whatever we will purchase, we will add by using this form. Exactly, I'm not just doing the PHP here. This will be the simple designing. You will do the PHP. So now there, the first one should be the clients, okay, clients list, and then duplicate, and then this should be the suppliers list. Okay, and then here the add client, duplicate, add supplier, save and go to the browser and refresh. Now click on the products, fine, sales, fine, purchases, fine, people, client list, supplier list, add client, add supplier. So all that things are looking super perfect. That means we can go to further to manage this. Actually we need to add the, some kind of icons. So I'm just going to the glyph icon bootstrap cheat sheet. So there I'll just copy the icons and I'll just paste that icons there, so it's just opening in a minute. And now we need to find the specific icon for our inventory. For the products, we have to search out any of the icons. So for the products, I'm just going to use this one, looking perfect, or the large one. Okay, copy the coding, the glyph icon th large. So go there, and this is the products area. So what I need to do is to add the span and add any space, and the spelling mistake should be covered, and here the class, and add this one. Before this one we need to add the glyph icons general class. Save and refresh. Sorry, this one should be refreshed and looking perfect, I think. So when I just hover the mouse here, the product list looking perfect, and the add new product should not be like that. So going back to there, and for the adding product, I think the glyph icon pencil is perfect. Or for the adding, why not we should use some different. This looking is perfect. The glyph icon download alt, copy this one, go there, and now this is a product list looking perfect, and this is a product glyph icon, the add new product area. So here I'm just applying the glyph icon download alt, refresh that, click there. Now looking perfect. Okay, so what more we need to do? So I'm just going there, and actually I'm going there for the sales, and what I have to add for the sales. So going there to the bootstrap, and actually here I'm just searching for the perfect icon. So for the sales, which one is the perfect? This one looking perfect, like export. Okay, exporting means selling or something, whatever you can say. So simply copy the icon and go there, and here I have to do the same, add any space and add the span tag, and then the ending tag of this span. The work is really interesting, I think. And then the class glyph icon export, and then before that the glyph icon space, and then refresh. Now I got this thing perfect. Now for the sales list, this is the perfect sign, and for the add new sale, I think I should use this one again, the add new product like. So going back and actually copying this one, the whole span, pasting, there is the add new, so just replace this one. Okay, now save. So for the purchase list, I'm just simply copying this one, the span of the sales, and just uh, replacing this one. Now not should be export, this should be import. Okay, the import is another one, an interesting sign. You can see that the import means getting something, so exactly that is perfect. And for the add new purchase, I should add this one as I added for the add new sale. So duplicate this, and now the pupil. So here again I'm just adding the span, closing the span, and go there, add in space and add some classes, glyph icon, yeah, glyph I wait for a while, icon, and then the user. Save and go to the browser and refresh. Now this is a user sign looking perfect. Well, add any space here, and then here we have to add the purchases. Actually I need to copy this one and I have to add this here, and the lists icon should be there at the place of the purchase list. So now save and then refresh this thing. Now everything is looking really perfect. Now for the client list, for the supplier list, for the add client and supplier, we have to find some more. So by the way, for all that lists of people, I'm just using the user sign for the client list, user for the supplier list, user. For adding the client or supplier, I have to go and need to, I think the floppy saved is perfect for saving something, because I'm just adding a new client and actually saving a new client here. So oh, sorry about that, and do the same here and save and go to the browser and refresh. Now click there. So this is what we just created. So for the settings we have to find some other no, certificate is not the perfect one. I have to find the perfect for the settings. Asterisk is not perfect. The film, the okay, no, this is the configuration which is the perfect for settings. So simply copy the cog, and there I have to create the span tag again. Okay, so there adding the class, glyph icon cog, the glyph icon, and add in space, and then go to the browser here and refresh. Now you can see that the settings are there. Now inside the setting, what I need to put this, instead of the product list, I'm just adding the, you know, we can add a lot of things, but I think that setting is not really important, so I'm just deleting this one. If I think that it's important, so I will add this in later classes. By the way, right now I'm not doing this, but for the reports, going to the notepad and actually search, we need to search that what sign we should add for the report. So let's just find out the perfect ones. So the tower, the header, the open file, save file, erase, which I should apply to there. I'm just finding the perfect ones for the reports. I think there is only one which is perfect for the reports, is the file, so that's there. Here, the glyph icon files. Okay, I'm using that one, no problem. Copy the whole things, and there I'm just adding the span, and then add in space, and then here the class, glyph icon file, and then the glyph icon, add in space, and now go to the browser. Sorry, this one should be updated. Now all the menu has been completed, all the sidebar has been completed. So guys, in the next class we will add a lot of things, we'll learn a lot of things. Stay tuned and goodbye.